So what's the deal with my skill tree? I should have more points to spend now. Oh, there's our one available per access. Right, I spent one last time, didn't I? On hacking, right. If I want to get leg, then that's going to cost me 2. I am interested in seeing, like, jump and stuff like that. Run silently, sprints, yeah. If I can get a bunch of silent movement actions, that'd be fantastic. So maybe we'll save up. Maybe we will save up.
What do you think they talk about?
David and Hugh Darrow? Hell if I know. What did Bill Gates and Steve Jobs talk about?
I bet he's trying to convince him to come out of hiding and make a statement that will counteract Bill Taggart.
Darrow is not hiding. He's working day and night in the Arctic, trying to save the world. It's what millionaires do when they get bored. They save the world. Didn't you know that?
Awkward. Back when this game was made, well, Steve Jobs was alive. Look at that view. Makes me want to go play Perfect Dark. One of these days.
I'm telling you, Hugh, he might not have put the gun in Sanders' hand, but it was Taggart's speech to the UN that started all this.
William Taggart is nothing if not a shrewd political operator. You know that, David.
So for the sake of appearances, I have to look him in the eye and let him bullshit me?
With a smile. Always with a smile. We'll talk later.
Yeah, you wanted to see me?
Yeah, how you feeling?
I've had better days.
Well, when we're done here, check him with Dr. Markovic at the limb clinic downtown. Get her to get a checkup.
If you insist. Listen, about Sanders?
Yeah, about Sanders. What the hell were you thinking? Letting him slip away like that? I sent you in there to take care of things.
And I did. The Typhoon is safe. Sanders didn't know about it. He didn't even know his hacker was augmented. He's not the mastermind behind this, boss.
So you cut him a break? The man broke into my facility and took hostages, Adam. I thought you were ready for this.
I am. Today's attack was just a shell game being run by somebody else. I intend to find out who and why, so that it never happens to anybody again.
Good, 'cause so do I. That hacker in Sanders' group, you're sure he was augmented?
I pulled his cables out myself.
Yeah, well, the police are saying he's not, and they're refusing to let me see the body, no matter how much money I threaten to pull from their retirement fund.
Maybe someone else is offering more. So what do you want me to do, boss?
We have to get a look at the corpse. You've still got friends on the force. You think one of them will let you into the morgue?
Depends who I run into.
Get over to the station and find a way inside. Because if that hacker was augmented, his neural hub might tell us who he was. Contact me when you've gotten a hold of it.
You got it.
Getting 1,000 experience at a time, it looks like. We're up there. One more jump like that and we'll be hitting our next level, I believe. Anything else going around here? Just kind of stuff. Trophies and books. Trophies and books abound. For someone who wants to look smart and rich at the same time. Have I looked at you yet? Ashia. 4 million downloads, number 11 weeks in the #1 slot. That lady, she's got a robo-arm. Stuff like that. Niashia Akim, the fully augmented Nigerian pop star, swept the Planet Music Awards tonight in Los Angeles, winning in 6 categories her latest album, Yoruba, about her struggles with discrimination, poverty, and, more recently, augmentation, has captured the hearts of fans worldwide. Afterward, Akim spoke about the difficulties of living with enhancements. As a woman of color, living with augmentations is a challenge. You become a stranger in every culture, and neuropoisoning is so expensive. Thank God I am blessed enough to be able to afford it. It is a struggle, but it has enabled me to continue doing what I love, performing. Critically injured during a terrorist attack in Lagos in 2025, Akim appeared at the PMAs for the first time in 2 years. Little bits of texture. Those logs those are huge logs. Where are the rest of them? Do you have like a supply somewhere? Or is it a fake fire? It's gotta be a fake fire, right? You don't just haul giant logs into here every day, do you? That's absurd. This place has air conditioning, I assume. Like, just normal air conditioning? So you don't have to haul giant logs around? How does everyone have the news? And why is the news... oh no, it is the same article. I was gonna find it really strange if they were different. Because I'd be like, but why is... I thought it was all the same thing, connected. We must investigate the bathroom. You never know what kind of secrets they might hide. Can I go in the vent? It would just be really funny to go meet your boss and then, like, I'm going to climb through your vents now. Like, this guy Jensen just has a genuine problem at some point. Sports! Official Sports Magazine, 2017. Of sports. I wonder if those pre-rendered cutscenes are meant to hide loading screens or something. Because some of them seem totally unnecessary. Usually...
Please report to your office. Adam Jensen?
I am a very much desired person, aren't I? Anyway, normally when you have pre-rendered cutscene, it's usually because you're trying to accomplish something you can't handle with the normal engine. And so far, a lot of the pre-rendered cutscenes just seem like normal gameplay, but pre-rendered for some reason. And I'm kind of wondering if it's just because they're trying to hide loading times behind cutscenes. Hi?
Hey, Jensen, glad to see ya. Damn it, now I sound like his girlfriend or something.
Imagine if Pike has found out our own government requested it.
Hey, Jensen. Man, it's good to see you. I'm glad you're back. How are you holding up?
I manage.
I'm sorry about Megan. I know it must be hard. For a while, we thought you were a goner, too. Everything's going to shit. The attack on HQ, and now this mess with the factory.
Yeah, tough times all around. How about you, Corella? You okay?
I don't know. I fucked up. I mean bad.
What happened?
Well, a couple of months ago, me and Tyndall, you know, one of Pritchard's techs, we started sneaking out some neuropozyne from one of the labs.
Jesus, Tim. You realize this could get you fired. Worse, arrested if the company chooses to prosecute. What were you thinking?
I know. It's complicated. I didn't want to do it at first, but there were good reasons. Anyway, now I want out, but Tyndall has security footage of me stealing the stuff and says he'll expose me if I ever stop helping him. I'm in a bad spot, Adam. I need that footage back. I know you're busy with everything that's going on right now, but I could really use your help.
How about Tyndall? Can't you reason with him?
You could try, but Tyndall's a pretty driven guy. I mean, the guy's like a rock. You'd need a Casey aug or something to crack him.
Casey?
Social enhancer. It's an augmentation designed to read people's reactions and behavioral patterns. Higher end series even allows you to directly influence people with pheromones or something.
Pretty ballsy stealing a patented drug from a secure lab. How'd you manage to do it?
Both Tyndall and I worked the night shift every other week. I stashed the neuropozyne in a bag while he edited the security footage. Guess he kept part of it.
Neuropozyne. What could you guys want with an anti-rejection drug for augmentation patients? Reselling it? Providing a competitor?
Why do you automatically assume I was trying to turn a profit?
That wasn't an answer? You didn't answer my question. Rude.
What is it exactly you need me to do?
I need you to get back that security footage Tyndall has on me. It's probably in his apartment. On his computer, maybe.
So what? I just look him up in the phone book?
His apartment is near Brooklyn Court. It might be tough to get in because his building has a large security gate protecting it.
Well, that's just great.
Hacking the security gate is possible, but would require advanced hacking skills. You might have to look around for an alternate path. Maybe use the fire escape or something.
And I should care about this because...
Damn, Adam. Are you really going to shake me down like this? That's cold. I'm hurting here. Look, I may be able to get my hands on a weapon mod for you. Jeez, never thought I'd have to buy your help.
Alright, tell me more.
Really? Wow, thanks, Adam. I thought I was done for. The security footage will probably be on his apartment computer. Meet me in front of the subway station parking lot once you get a hold of it.
I got it from here.
The good thing I asked about him about things in advance, because if you didn't ask him, the dialogue he gives you for just accepting it and say when your character actually says "tell me more," there's relatively little to be said at that point. What do we have here? New login, Frank Pritchard. Jensen, didn't know if you were coming back, so I deleted your entire network account. I only received the order to set up a new one a few minutes ago, so if you don't like the password I picked, live with it. That. A. Jensen Mandrake. The password should also work on your home computer. Okay? So our password is Mandrake. And I have wine. I've been thanked for coming back, haven't I? What we got here? Can I close it back up? Nope. I feel crazy with just leaving it open like that, but I don't think there's currently a command for closing it. Alright. Mandrake. This part would obviously be easier on a keyboard, but I tried typing something earlier and it didn't work. Minor security concern. Adam, I don't mean to bug you on this, but I think I've got another suspect on those neuropozyne thefts. I caught Denzel Mitchell going over my stack of VersaLife purchase orders. He said he needed to verify the legal address for a contract David wanted him to look over, but he'd have that address on a dozen correspondences already. For a lawyer, I don't think he'd be able to come up with a better defense. Or you think he would be able to. His door code is 1364, by the way. Alright, so 1364 for a door code. Welcome back, Adam. First of all, it is really good to see... Was there anything before? Nope. It's really good to have you back. Things just haven't been the same since the attack, and we're all hoping for your return will restore some sense of equilibrium. That and David really missed you. I know your top priority here is going to be with him, but if you have a moment, there's something I'd like to check into as well. Someone's been stealing neuropozyne. I first noticed it about 3 months ago. We seem to be reordering cases from VersaLife far more often than usual. I had Frank run through the lab security tapes, and that's when he realized someone had tampered with them, usually on nights when Will Rossellini was in charge. Frank wanted to search Will's office immediately, even gave him the access code 3716, but I told him to wait. Last thing we need is to start falsely accusing people. When you have a chance, can you speak to Will? He's working in Office 23. Alright, we have 1364 and 3716. 3716 is Will's office, 1364 is Denzel Mitchell, and this guy's name is Tim Corella. There's no overlap in names there, is there? Are we talking about the same stolen stuff, or different ones entirely, is what I'm kind of wondering. Let's see here. Mission log, side quests. Yep, Tim Corella, researcher. Let's see, Brian Tyndall is blackmailing him. Brian wasn't in the other quest either, was it? Meet with Dr. Markovic. Let's go into the this seed quest over here, the side quest. Let's make this one the active one. The other ones will be inactive for a moment, and we'll take a look at this little side objective. Try to help a friend out. But I think it seems like there's multiple side stories at once of people stealing the same stuff from this company. So they've got it's a lot of leaking holes in this sinking ship. Where does this lead to anyway? That is a bathroom. You did it. Congratulations. That's a lot of energy you use to just power random built spots like that all the time. These just like it's a bathroom that no one's in, but they have powered monitors in there. How do I get down? There we go. I probably went the long way to the nearest ladder. Let's get out there and see what we can do about this blackmailing. A lot of color, a lot of dialogue around here. What's this say?
The objective screen details your current missions and objectives. In here, you can find extra information that may help you better understand what needs to be done. Missions can be activated or deactivated, depending on if you want them to appear in your radar or not. Deactivated missions can still be completed.
Let's get out there.
Mrs. Reed?
Adam, I'm sorry you startled me. And please, call me Cassandra. You and Megan were together long enough. I was waiting for you.
Out here? Why not come meet me inside?
I don't know. I guess I'm just not ready. But this is where you work. But to me, this is also the place where I lost my daughter.
I know what you mean. It's never been the same for me either.
I guess it's not meant to be easy. It seems there's just no right way to deal with something like this. And I can't even begin to imagine how things have been for you after all you've been through.
Yeah. A lot of things changed 6 months ago.
I can't get over how much they've changed you. At first, I couldn't even believe you were still alive. How do you handle all of this?
I do what I have to do, augmented or not.
You seem very pragmatic, Adam. Maybe you should be careful not to trivialize such traumatic changes.
Can I ask why you wanted to see me?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I'm here about Megan. About what happened to her. Or rather, about the investigation into what happened.
What about it?
Well, simply put, I feel something is not quite right with the way the case was handled.
You think there was some foul play involved?
I do. Call it mother's intuition. But when speaking to some of the investigators, there were a lot of inconsistencies. And then I met this detective, a man called Chase. He agreed things weren't handled by the book, although he has no proof.
And now you want to find out more?
I'll never hear my daughter laugh again, Adam. I'll never get a call from her to ask how I've been, or have the chance to ask her about her day. She was stolen from me. However unjustified this all is, I still want to know why it happened. You're not the same, Adam. And we've yet to see if it's for better or worse. But I know you loved Megan. Please, will you help me find out what really happened to her?
I never got a chance to investigate the attack myself. I'll look into it.
Thank you. This means the world to me, Adam. Really.
The first thing I'll need to do is meet with this detective, Chase.
Good. He works part-time as a security guard in an apartment building on Brooklyn Court. I'll be waiting for you in your apartment lobby once you're done.
Why does a detective need to work part-time as a security guard?
Oh, he retired soon after the case. I don't really know the details. Maybe he'll tell you more.
I'm on it.
Seems like it might say a lot about what kind of person Adam is now, if that the simple case of following up on what happened to the let's go after that one now. We'll do that one now. It's crazy that the idea of following up on what happened to Megan is now optional, of all things. You think that that'd be a core thing of his driving force, but I guess that's the idea behind his augmentations and the traumatic experiences that it could have shifted him in all sorts of directions he may or may not have been in before. Enough people seem to say that we were close to imply that that was probably true, but also it's hard to say what difference there might be between what people think and what is actually true. Oh hey, biohazard bomb triggered at Sarif manufacturing plant. That's what happened in our last mission there. Tragedy struck Sarif Industries in Milwaukee Junction this evening as a homemade biological explosive planted by pro-human extremists was detonated, killing several employees. It was completely unexpected, commented Sergeant Neil Townsend. chief of the tactical unit. They were much better organized than we had anticipated. Eyewitnesses slammed Townsend's team for reacting too slowly to the situation. The criticism underscores the considerable problems facing a department that is still blamed for mishandling a similar standoff 2 years ago in Mexican Town, where a SWAT team killed a 15-year-old teen, igniting a citywide riot. When asked if fears of rekindling public unrest prevented him from acting any sooner, Townsend declined comment. Anti-augment terrorist at large. The mastermind behind today's hostage-taking at Sarif Industries is on the loose. He is being hunted by local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies. A decorated ex-Marine, Zeke Sanders is the leader of a group of militant pro-human activists known as Purity First. So they're trying to make it very clear what the two things are I could have had an impact on and changed in one way or another. I'm gonna stand on top of this car, and no one's even gonna bat an eye, huh? Sweet. They're trying to highlight the two things that could have changed one way or another based on what decisions I could have made during that mission. So, we're going to Motherly Ties. Let's follow up a little bit. Megan's mother wants me to investigate her murder. Apparently, a detective named Chase told her that the police didn't handle it properly, but he wouldn't give her any details. Chase is working part-time as a security guard in the apartment of Brooklyn Court, somewhere in the LIMB clinic. If I head there, I can convince him to give the details to me. So it's just simple meet and greet, talk to him about the thing. Hey, can I come in here? Is it a problem?
I ain't got nothing for you. Check with the man. And keep your hands where I can see them.
Okie dokie. They're attached to my wrists, just so you know.
You got anything you want to buy or sell? I'm the guy you want to deal with. Everything's on the computer, right at your fingertips.
Oh, this is not the quest. You can buy some ammo, damage upgrades. Always like upgrades, right? Tranquilizers and stuff. What's this? Automatic unlocking device. Mines and so on. Bunch of ammos. Shot clock damage upgrade kit for weapons. Increases the weapon's damage just in general. Alright. Interesting.
Be sure to tell all your friends. Just not the cops.
So far I haven't really used ammo, so I'm not in a big hurry. We'll see if there's other things to spend them on in the future that are more worthy. Or if I get a better reason to buy those things. Know Better, The Myth of Human Augmentation by William Taggart. Humankind has always sought to improve itself. From the earliest iterations of civilization, we improved our minds through education and the pursuit of knowledge, our souls through the quest of spiritual truth, and our bodies through the eradication of disease and hunger. You will forgive me, perhaps, when I dare to say that the human being is a divine engine. It is the ultimate expression of life on our earth, and so what is most precarious, or precious and sacred thing. Humanity is what we have. It is what we are. But the purity falls beneath a shadow, and that shadow is greed. It is weakness. The power is at our fingertips to replace flesh with steel and plastic. But the truth is this. For each piece of yourself you surrender, your humanity dies a little more. You are no better. That's actually something that's systemized a bit more in Shadowrun, of which I've played Hong Kong on this channel, Shadowrun Hong Kong, including its expansion, where in that game you can have spiritualist characters that have spirit-related powers, and the more you augment your body, the less capable you are of using those kinds of abilities properly. Alright, so I had to go around here.
Grayson hooked me up with some real tight merch. Those aug lovers get in my face now, I'm ready to pop them.
Grayson? Where he at these days?
Yo, where you been, man? He been running shit through that abandoned gas station for weeks.
Oh, word? I wanted to get some upgrades for my Zenith 10 mil.
He can hook you up nice, man. If you go, tell him I sent you. I want a discount next time.
Word.
I need a discount because I spent all my money on this hair gel. Seriously, look at it. His hair is absurd. That just looks like hassle at some point. This is a wig. Frankly, I hope it's a wig for his own sake.
Hello there. Well, you must be Adam Jensen.
A keen observation.
Mrs. Reed told me you might pay me a visit. And don't take this the wrong way, but you're kind of hard to miss.
I'll try to take that as a compliment. She told me you might have information regarding Megan Reed's case and the attack on Sarif headquarters.
Oh boy, what a mess. Total pissing match. We had the feds on our ass, orders from 3 different departments, and pressure from so many lobbyists it felt like being the scrawny new kid in a prison shower.
It is a very high-profile case. Mrs. Reed said you thought some procedures were overlooked.
You got that right. I mean, you know how it is. Mrs. Reed told me you used to be a cop. There's always cases where you see the lazy officers taking shortcuts. But this was different.
Different how?
Too much stuff got overlooked. People seemed way too eager to jump to conclusions, and every time I was remotely insistent, I got turned down by ranking officers. People wanted to bury this thing fast. That's never a good sign.
Surely you have something more substantial than this.
Yeah, well, that's where you come in. I got a couple of leads I could never fully investigate. I started poking around, but these government-type agents just gave me the creeps. I got scared. Months away from retirement, I didn't want to fuck things up. But you obviously have the means to get to the bottom of this.
So what have you got?
First off, there's a rumor that the order to close the investigation came from higher up, maybe even outside the local department. Anything like that would have passed through Captain Penn. There might be traces of this left on his office computer.
Guess I'll have to pay a visit to the local precinct.
Well, while you're there, there was an officer assigned to the case, Chet Wagner. He's not what you call a choir boy. And when he suddenly got brought on the case, I got suspicious. Somebody wanted him there, and I'm pretty sure he tampered with some of the evidence. You should talk to him. Find out what he knows.
Okay, I'll have a little chat with Officer Wagner.
You'll most likely find him in the lobby. He got retrograded from his conduct, and he takes depositions now. He won't budge easily, but I'm pretty sure you can find some dirt on him on his desktop. His office is on the 3rd floor. You might find something there to help loosen up his tongue.
Anything else worth looking into?
Yeah, when the order came down to close the case, the bulk of the evidence was stashed in a storage locker. Maybe you can find some interesting stuff in there. It's on the alley right next to the station. The code is 4891. But I know an outside agency had access to that locker, so be careful.
Thanks for the heads up.
It's nothing. And, please, don't bother coming back here with details. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad to help. But the less I know about this case, the better I'll feel.
Why retire from the force only to become a security guard? I mean, it looks like you still love the work.
I love the idea of being a cop. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to join the force. But I just got fed up. It's not like I had imagined it. It's a job. Some people are good at it, while others just don't care. And it shows. This case, the Sarif case, it was just the last drop in a cup already full.
You said an outside agency may have tampered with a storage locker. What did you mean by that?
Well, I've heard that government agents may have locked up some of the more sensitive evidence in a safe inside the locker.
Come on, Chase. What are you not telling me?
Damn it. Okay, listen. I snooped around that locker before and found the safe code. But I kinda got caught by one of those guys. He knows I know, Jensen. If I give you the code, they'll know I talked. Call me negative, but I can't think of a nice outcome to that.
How did you get assigned to this case?
I didn't push for it, if that's what you mean. To be honest, I didn't want to get involved.
Why not?
I was an honest cop, Jensen. I always tried to conduct myself in accordance with the law, with procedures, and what I believed was right. Not really the standard MO for a case like this.
That's all I need for now.
So we have an actual conspiracy story to follow up on at this point. Let's see here. We have 4 separate objectives now. Check out the storage unit. Talk to the guy in the lobby. Look at Penn's office and Wagner's office. Secondary objective. Chase also said that Wagner may not want to tell me much, but he thinks I can loosen the man's tongue if I get inside Wagner's office and find dirt to use against him. His office is on the 3rd floor of the precinct. Telling which objective is which might be a little tough. Yep, they all just say S3. 3 of them are in the same direction. That means they're probably all inside the same building that you have to load into. For a second there, I thought I could just take the fire extinguisher. Like, this is mine now. You can't have it. All right, so there's clear implications that there's some kind of cover-up going on here. And we need to figure out who the hell's motivated to do such a thing in the first place. Who would want us to not find out who's behind everything here? So, I like how many little alternate ways there are to move around the environment, even in a completely non-mission sort of place like just the open area that you walk around in. Will this take me where I want to go? Guess we'll find out. I'm a little surprised, actually, by the existence of this entire little city area. Alright, well that was happening. One day they'll learn what dancing is, but not today. It's almost like, it actually gives me the feeling of like the, can I go through here? The Citadel area of Mass Effect.
Eliza is so hot.
You're crazy. Niashia Akeem is way prettier.
But Eliza has intelligence, and I love how she dresses. So cool.
Intelligence? She just says what Pikus tells her to, and Pikus only reports what the government allows them to. Eliza is just a puppet.
Well, she's one hot puppet.
You're so dumb.
No one ever thinks I'm crazy or creepy for wandering up and just sort of standing there and staring at them while they finish the conversation and then awkwardly stare at each other for the next 3 hours.
You got that neural hub yet?
You're asking me to pull off a heist, boss, inside a police station. It's gonna take time.
Right. Well, if you can't talk your way past the lobby, there's gotta be another entrance outside, in back or on the roof. Save the frontal assault as a last resort.
Where's the distant location? Oop. What's your deal, buddy? Can I talk to you? Hey, you're all robot-y.
Nice night for a walk. But you might want to stay on a derelict road, knowing how the local gang feels about people with enhancements.
Okay, that's not a warning to not go in here. Oh, that's if you can't open it. Hit. Thought I'd give it a shot. Can I move these? Too heavy. Can I push it? Nope. That's not happening. So I want to see if I can get around to the other objective that's not next to the other ones. Let's see if we can get there. No big deal. But there seems to be a conspiracy, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. I probably cannot make this jump at all.